Hi, my name is Seth Noel. We're at Buerkle Hyundai, and this is the 2023 Hyundai IONIQ 5. If you're looking for excellent range but still need people in cargo space, the IONIQ 5 should be a contender for your garage spot. It won World Car of the Year in 2022. Let's check out this SEL model behind me. The IONIQ 5 is a cyberpunk futuristic reimagination of the original Hyundai Pony from the 1980s. It also has parametric pixel LED headlights. At Hyundai, safety comes standard, with 13 standard active safety features and 6 additional optional active safety features on the IONIQ 5. It is also a 2022 International Institute for Highway Safety Top Safety pick. The IONIQ 5 has 2 options for power. The rear-wheel drive long-range option has 303 miles of range and 225 horsepower. The dual motor option has 320 horsepower and is estimated to get 266 miles of range. At Hyundai, you get America's Best warranty with a 5-year, 60,000-mile comprehensive warranty and a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, including the battery and electric components. When you purchase a Hyundai from Buerkle, you get 2 free tire rotations, 5% back on all service visits towards future sales or service purchases, and a 3-day, 300-mile exchange policy. The IONIQ 5 is available with 3 trim levels. The SE trim level, which is your entry level, but it still doesn't skimp on features. The SEL trim level, where you get leatherette and a few other niceties. And the limited trim level, where you get everything that you can possibly get on the IONIQ 5. All of the IONIQ 5s have a smart key so that you can lock and unlock the doors with just a touch of your finger. Taking a look inside the IONIQ 5, it has leatherette covered armrests, a parametric pixel motif on the side, and not in this model, but in the limited trim level, you can get Bose surround sound system. The passenger seat of the SEL is manually controllable, but you can raise and lower it as well as move it back and forth. They are heated from the SE all the way to the limited. And taking a look at the dash, you have twin 10.25-inch screens, one for navigation and infotainment, and the other for your gauges. I'll go over those at length a little bit later. Taking a look at the second row of the IONIQ 5, there's plenty of legroom for rear passengers. There are air vents for the rear passengers in the B-pillars, as well as charging ports at the back of the center console. In the limited trim level, there is a glass roof available. The IONIQ 5 has these beautiful star-shaped 19-inch wheels on all trim levels apart from the limited all-wheel drive, which gets a 20-inch wheel. To open the charging door, you press the thumb pad. This gauge shows an approximate level of charge for the battery, and you can pull this cover out if you're doing fast charging. There's also a button to close it. Taking a look at the rear of the IONIQ 5, the parametric pixel taillights make a bold statement. The IONIQ 5 comes standard with a rear view camera and available surround view camera in the limited trim level. All IONIQ 5s have rear parking sensors. The limited is available with front parking sensors. Starting in the SEL model, the IONIQ 5 has a power rear liftgate and plenty of cargo space for its size. You can also have more cargo room by folding down the second row. Taking a look under the floor, this is where you can store your level 1 emergency charger and your tire mobility kit. In nearly no electric vehicles is there spot for a spare tire. The IONIQ 5 comes standard with blind spot collision avoidance assist that you can see in the triangle with exclamation point in the side mirrors. This will alert you when someone is in your blind spot. In the limited trim level, there is blind spot view assist, which also gives you a camera view of your blind spot in the gauge cluster. Taking a look inside the driver's seat of the IONIQ 5, you have a power driver's seat including lumbar adjustment in all trim levels. The limited trim level would have memory seats for the driver. At the dash, there is our dimmer switch, our electronic parking brake, our traction control off button, our power trunk button, and our auto hold button. The car will hold the brakes for you while you're in drive, but at a complete stop until you tap the gas. Keep in mind that this is an SEL trim level, and we have 2 other trim levels that will fit what you want. Taking a look at the roof console, we have our light controls, including our touch map lights. We also have our BlueLink customer service button and our SOS button for BlueLink Connected Care, which comes free with all Hyundais for 3 years and will connect you with emergency services if it notices a rollover or a crash in the vehicle. The rear view mirror is auto-dimming and does feature HomeLink in the SEL in limited models. Taking a look at the infotainment display, on the home screen you can see roughly where you are on the map, your charge level and estimated range, as well as your audio and time. On the app screens, you do have an EV app where it will show your nearest charger, your estimated range with climate control on, and estimated range with climate control off. There are also other EV charging settings and parameters that you can set in this screen. You also, in the SEL trim level, have heated front seats and a heated steering wheel. In the SE, you have heated seats, and in the limited trim level, you have heated and ventilated seats and a heated steering wheel. You also have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto standard that you can see under phone projection. And you also, like all Hyundais, have sounds of nature. If you're having a bad day and have nothing else to listen to, it's a great way to relax. You can view your rear view camera by pressing the parking camera button or selecting reverse. Here you can view out your rear view, and when in reverse, you can see your parking sensors. There are also multiple views for the parking camera, including a trailer setting. Here you can see there are hard buttons for shortcuts for the infotainment system, as well as a dual zone automatic climate control, and the EV start-stop button. Down below, you have your USB port that you plug in for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, as well as a 12-volt charging port and a large cubby hole if you have a large water bottle. Taking a look in the center console, you do have some storage up top, and down below you have a large open space, including a wireless charger, 2 additional USB charging ports, and your cup holders. Taking a look at the steering wheel of the IONIQ 5, first we'll check out the paddles on the back of the steering wheel. These paddles control the level of regenerative braking you are using. I-pedal is true 1-foot driving, where if you step off of the gas pedal, it will brake immediately and strongly. You can lower the force by pressing the right paddle to level 3, 2, 1, or 0. 0 is best used when you are on the highway and don't want regenerative braking at all. Regenerative braking will help you have a longer range by recouping some of the energy loss by using the heat in the brakes to charge the battery. On the right side of the steering wheel, we have our smart cruise control buttons. You turn them on with this button, set by toggling down, increase and decrease speed, cancel and resume by pushing in. You control your following distance with this button. This button will control the rectangles in front of the car pictogram in front of you. Each rectangle represents 1 car length. The steering wheel icon represents lane follow assist. This will center you in your lane with very gentle corrections to keep you right in the center of your lane. Lane keeping assist, which is also standard on the IONIQ 5, Lane keeping assist, which is also standard on the IONIQ 5, is more reactive and waits until you touch a lane line before providing stronger redirection into the lane. At the left side of the steering wheel, you have the dynamic voice control button, which can use the Hyundai voice control, or if you have an Android or Apple phone plugged in with CarPlay or Android Auto, you can press and hold for Google Assistant or Siri. Mode controls which audio source you're using, from FM to AM to XM to your phone, etc. You have a volume control toggle, including mute, and you have a seek button that will, and you have a seek toggle, which will navigate you between radio presets or tracks on your phone. You can also pick up phone calls with the phone button, and you can program the star button to whichever program you would like. It is a customizable shortcut button. Drive modes available in the IONIQ 5 include normal, which is what we're in currently, sport, snow, and eco. Note how a couple of them change the estimated range. For the rest of the driver information system, this menu is the driver safety system menu. You'll be able to see the vehicles around you on this screen, as well as view your driver attention level screen that lets you know when your last break was. Next, you have the trip computer screen that shows, since you started driving, your distance traveled, average efficiency, and how long you've been driving. You also have how long you've moved since last recharging and your efficiency. And then accumulated info is a trip computer that will not reset unless you reset it by pressing and holding OK. Next, we have our navigation menu, where if you don't have a nav point set, you'll have a compass. Or if you have a nav point set, you'll have turn-by-turn directions right in front of you. The next screen, you can view your tire pressure, and on all-wheel drive equipped models, view your all-wheel drive working in real time. If you're looking for people and cargo space in a long-range electric vehicle, you have to consider the IONIQ 5. My name is Seth. I'm happy to answer any questions you have or cover anything I might have missed with the IONIQ 5. Please check us out at buerklehyundai.com.